I'm Adam Jusko from ProbMoney.com. I just got approved for the Citi Premier card, and in this video I'm going to tell you why I got it, why I chose that card. But first, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So, got that Citi Premier card, got approved with an $11,000 credit line, which isn't huge, but I do have two other Citi cards, and now between the three cards, I've got over $30,000 of credit with Citi, so I can see why they maybe didn't want to go too hog wild and giving me a high credit line. Now, I was actually a little worried as to whether I was going to get approved or not because I just got the Citi Custom Cash card when it came out in June. So it's only been a few months since I got a new card with Citi, but I've been using that card and also the Citi Double Cash card quite a bit over those last few months. Had a vacation in August where I really put some charges onto them, but I also have been paying them off every month, so Citi probably feels pretty good about me as a credit risk, so got approved. So why did I choose the Citi Premier? It's not a card I've talked overly favorably about and not a card I talk very much about on this channel, but the short answer is the bonus. I have a large expense coming up and I knew that I would be able to meet the $4,000 spend required in the first 3 months in order to get the 80,000 point bonus that this card has. That 80,000 point bonus should be equal to at least $800 of value, not necessarily in cash, but in travel, especially if I use one of Citi's travel transfer partners, maybe in gift cards. Actually, I think for sure in gift cards you can get $800 worth of those. Now, getting $800 worth of cash seems like it is not what's being offered on this card right now. Things are a little convoluted with the thank you points program right now as far as I'm concerned, because the custom cash card says that you're getting thank you points and you cash them in at a penny per point. But my understanding with the Citi Premier is that your thank you points are not worth a penny per point here, even though sometimes they have offered this to people on a shorter term basis. So I don't know if this is going to change or not. But either way, I should be able to get $800 worth of value in travel or in gift cards, and for now I'm okay with that. Now, to be honest, I didn't really plan this out as well as maybe I could have. Even though I check credit card bonuses on a regular basis, I haven't really been looking that hard, even though I knew I had this big expense coming up. So it's possible that over the last couple of months, I could have missed some good offers out there. But this one's pretty good, and it is the best on the market for me as far as I'm concerned right now. Now, an obvious bonus out there is the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which would be even more, 100,000 points, which would give you at least $1,000 worth of value. The downside for me, I already have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and I got a worse bonus when I got it, but I already have it, so I'm not going to be able to get that one again. Now, I looked at a few other cards. Probably the best, most tempting of the bonus offers out there was the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless card, 125,000 point bonus up for grabs there, plus a free night certificate that you had to use within the first year of having that card. For me, I only chose the Citi Premier over that card because of the fact that I wanted more flexibility. Even though the value of those Marriott points probably more than the Citi Premier card, that's a pretty easy argument to make, I still didn't know exactly how I was going to use the points that I was going to get in this particular card acquisition, and so I decided to go for the card that gave me more flexibility plus the potential to want to use that card even beyond when the bonus is over. Because I've adopted sort of a guideline over the past few years that if I get a card with an annual fee, I am going to hold it for at least 2 years and pay that annual fee for 2 years, because I am sort of thinking long term that if I get a card and I pay for the annual fee for a couple of years, even if I took advantage of a big bonus, that's going to make me a little more favorable in the card company's eyes down the road, even if I don't keep it beyond 2 years, because we sort of had a little bit of a back and forth there where I gave them a little bit, they gave me a little bit, and maybe they'll still like me down the road, where if I take advantage of the bonuses and I cancel the cards too quickly, well, then eventually I'm going to get to the place where no one's going to want to give me a new card down the road. So that's kind of where I am at. So when I look at these cards, I'm not only looking at the bonus, but I'm also looking at the fact that I'm going to pay $190, $95 times 2 years to have the card. And so the everyday rewards, I also would like to have something that I feel like I'm getting more than just that bonus. Now, even though I might like the Citi Premier's everyday rewards more than that Marriott card, it doesn't necessarily mean that I think of this as a keeper card. It does have a $95 annual fee, and it is giving 3 points per dollar in a lot of good everyday categories: restaurants, gas, groceries, air travel, and hotels, and then 1 point per dollar everywhere else. So you look at that overall, that's a nice convenient card giving you some good stuff on the places where you are likely to spend the most. Still, it has that annual fee, and I could go out on the market elsewhere and probably piece together 3 points per dollar on pretty much all those categories. In fact, I have the old Wells Fargo Propel card, which has 3 points on all of those categories except groceries, and then there are other places on the market to get 3x on groceries as well. So you don't necessarily need to pay $95 to get all those 3x categories. However, it is a convenient card because of the fact that it gives you all of that. So if you were a one card person, I can see how you might like it. Now, if you have the Citi Premier, you might hear what I just said and think to yourself, well, wait a second, what about the hotel credit? That can cancel out your annual fee, and maybe it can. So there is a once per year hotel credit where if you use the Citi Thank You travel portal and book a hotel stay of $500 or more through that portal, you'll get $100 off of that stay. So if you did that every year, you'd get that $100 back, and you could make the case that that has then paid for or canceled out that $95 annual fee. And I will buy that if you are someone that feels okay about having to use the Citi portal in order to book a hotel of $500 or more. For me, it's sort of like a coupon. Yeah, if I was going to use that normally and I got the $100 back, then I'd say, yeah, that cancels it out. But it is forcing my behavior. I am having to go through the portal. I do have to spend a certain amount in order to get that $100. And so I'm a little wishy-washy in terms of how I feel about that as really canceling out that annual fee. And then another reason I chose the Citi Premier card right now is because I have become more open to the idea of using my points for travel redemptions, even if maybe the cash back redemptions aren't as good on a card. And the reason for that is because for the last 5 or 10 years, I've been mostly about cash back because my kids were growing up, and when we did travel, we traveled as a foursome, which meant we were getting 4 airline tickets cramming into one hotel room. Didn't seem so great, so we usually were using Airbnb or VRBO or one of those types of things. And now my kids have both gone off to college. Now I know you're saying to yourself, Adam, you don't look a day over 30, but it's the soft lighting and my excellent moisturizer, but I am old enough to have kids in college, so now all of a sudden we are more of a twosome, which means travel is going to be a little easier and a lot more flexible because 2 people can stay in a hotel room fairly easily. You can find sort of last minute flights, a lot of stuff you can do different than when you have 4 people that you are trying to accommodate for a trip. So I'm now becoming more open to the idea of using points toward travel, more open even to using travel transfer partners and trying to sort of figure that out better than I have up to this point. I'm going to get my wife in the game a little bit more. She has not really been all that interested, but now that it is the 2 of us, maybe we can get some bonuses together and really make this work. But the bottom line is this, I did it for the bonus. I knew that I had this big expense coming up, and this was the best bonus opportunity as far as I was concerned, and I would always recommend you go for the bonus opportunity if you know you can hit that $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 spend that many cards have in order to get the big bonus. And especially on these like $95 or $99 annual fee cards, it's a different equation if you're talking about one of the cards that has like $450 or $550, because then you've got a whole different thing going on. It's not just about the bonus. But if you can get $800, $1,000 worth of value on the front end on a card with a $95 or $99 annual fee, that makes a whole lot of sense, even beyond whatever the everyday rewards are, because you would have to spend so much on the everyday rewards to get anywhere near these bonuses that the bonus should be your first priority. All that other stuff is secondary. Finally, if you are thinking of taking advantage of this Citi Premier offer, note that if you have gotten a bonus on the Citi Premier, the Citi Prestige, the Citi Rewards Plus, or the Citi Thank You Preferred in the last 24 months, or you have closed one of those cards in the last 24 months, you would not get the bonus. So you definitely need to take that into consideration. I'm not sure why they let me get the custom cash bonus just 3 months ago, and they're also going to let me get this bonus, but for whatever reason, that is okay. But those cards, not okay. I guess that's it. What do you think of my rationale for getting the Citi Premier card? I would love to hear your comments in that comment section below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching. And as always, please go to proudmoney.com where we do credit card reviews and we talk personal finance, or we talk deals and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thank you for watching. Bye.